What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Letitia and this is That's So Letitia. And to all of my new viewers, supporters, and subscribers, welcome guys. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you enjoy the content. And to all of my returning viewers, supporters, and subscribers, welcome back guys. As always, it is a pleasure to see you. Without further ado, let's jump right into this video. Happy New Year guys. 2026 is upon us. Some of us came in like a wrecking ball. For some of us, 2026, we made it just by the hair on our chins, but we made it. I hope you guys had an amazing holiday season. I hope you are having an amazing, healthy, and prosperous start to your new year. As for me, 2025 was not trying to go out without a banker. Let me just say that. I'm gonna make 2026 the year be better than how it came in, okay? It came in fighting, clawing, and just all the things, right? It is what it is. For today's video, I am going to do what is starting to become like my off-camera kind of signature everyday look. A little elevated for you guys, but this is pretty much a everyday look. In one of my last videos, I asked, are we excited to see more color? Are we still kind of here for the more neutral, warm, everyday like eyeshadows? And the consensus is the neutral, warm tone, kind of everyday shadows. We're not ready to let that go. I'm here for that as well. Especially when it's just those moments, you're not feeling it, you want to look put together, you want to be cute, but we're not feeling that creative. We don't have all of the things. We don't have the cut creases and the smoky. We're not trying to do all of that, right? Just give me a good old 1-2 step and let me get out the door and let me look like there was some effort made. Let's get to it. So I'm going to be using a new to me primer. This is by e.l.f. This is the Power Grip Matte Primer. Now I have used e.l.f. primers before. I'm not new to them. Definitely not new to Power Grip. I am, however, new to this matte formula. So yeah, like I said, 2025 was like, I still got a little more in store for you. So I didn't go out, like I didn't do the things. And from what I'm seeing, a lot of people pretty much opted to stay indoors. You know, so much craziness going on in the world right now. I didn't see like a lot of people showing like outdoor activities, going out. For the most part, at least on my feed, it was giving New Year's. I don't want to be that dramatic, but it was giving New Year's, stay in the house. Maybe there's something going on outside that I don't want to be involved in. And that's okay, because I'm like, oh, these are my people. Although New Year's Eve, I worked and I want to say I was in the bed, oh my gosh, like 9-ish or so. I tried to stay up with my son and watch, like, he's into Pokemon cards. So I tried to stay up with him and watch like Pokemon unboxings and reviews and stuff like that. We ordered some pizza. By the time I looked up, him and I both were knocked out on the sofa. So yeah, that was me bringing in 2026. So I'm going to color correct M.PH. This is the Underpainting and Color Correcting Face Palette in Deep. Not deep enough, but it works. It does what I needed to do, especially when I do want to have a everyday look. It's very sheer. You can build on it should you need to, but in this case, less is more. And I'm just applying the color corrector, which is this one here. And now I'm going to set the color corrector by using Fenty Beauty's Instant Retouch Setting Powder in shade Nutmeg. And for my actual face product, I'm going to use, I haven't used this in quite a while actually. I've been using a lot of liquid foundations. This is the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder by Danessa Myricks. This is in shade number 8. I was using 8.5, but what I was noticing is that 8.5 was like a little bit, it was a little bit too deep for my neck area. I'm trying to move more or less towards like complexion products that match my neck a little bit more. And although when I get color matched in the stores, I'll be thinking that it's on point, by the time I get home, it is not. So yeah. And I still have a little ways to go. I know I'm not the only one that suffers from hyperpigmentation, but it can be a pain, especially when you are trying to not look like you have on a mask. You want to make sure your makeup and everything is cohesive. But yeah, sometimes it's not giving what you need it to. So now I'm going to go in with my concealer. Concealer I'm going to use for this look is by Tower 28. This is a serum-based concealer. This is one of 2 brands of concealer I will be using for this look. All right, guys, so now that we have on our concealers, let's get to blending them in. Let's see. Going to use, this is a contour brush by Real Technique. And now the second concealer, this is by Maybelline Cosmetics. This is the Instant Age Rewinder Eraser in number 146.5. Just a little bit, not too much. First one was serum based. Serums to me mean some sort of skin property. This one is like, no honey, we trying to mask any signs of aging, okay? I could use a little bit of that today, especially feeling under the weather. Okay. And what I just put on my forehead is another Instant Age Rewinder Eraser. This one is just in a deeper shade. It's in shade 148 because I did not put any of the Danessa Myricks on my forehead. I don't want it to look muddy because I'm layering on top of layering on top of layering. So I left my forehead bare. We did the concealer, and yeah, that's it. And now I'm going to add some liquid bronzer. This is by Too Faced. This is the Melting Bronzing and Sculpting Stick in shade Chocolate Mocha. I love this. It smells good. It glides on effortlessly. Ooh, child. Oh, okay. I was about to say, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. But yeah, I'm gonna need that company to give me back my money. Like 2026, I gotta do better. I have to stop falling for the okie doke when it comes to these online advertisements. I mean, hell, I work in banking. I'm always advising people against letting people play in their face when it comes to their finances or their credit or their credit cards and stuff like that, and being more mindful, doing your due diligence before shopping with merchants. And then here I go. Here I go, quite the hypocrite. And now we're going to add some liquid blush. This is by Rare Beauty in shade Love. And as I add my blush, let's chat. So, is it New Year, same me? Is it New Year, new me? Is it New Year, who's this? Like, what's the vibe? What is it giving going into 2026? Like, what's our mantra for this year? What are our plans and goals? Do we have any? I hope we have some, right? You guys have plans and goals, right? Okay. Just making sure we're on the same page. I know I do. Prior to me having my makeup channel, I used to have a planner channel. Go figures, right? And every year, like clockwork, in December, I order a paper planner. I pretty much get them from Erin Condren. Planner girls out there, if you know, you know. Erin Condren is like, for many of us at least, she is like the creme de la creme of planning organizers. So yeah, this year, no exception. I got my planner in December. I moved into her, more planner jargon, but I moved into her last week, and I'm just excited. I'm excited for all of the possibilities of 2026. Now, I know in one of my previous end of the year videos, I said it all loud and boastful and loud and wrong with my chest. Oh, I don't do resolutions, plans, da 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 da. And I had to unpack that way of thinking. And I had to sit with that for a minute. And I'm like, why am I not making plans? Why am I not, having goals and expectations for the new year? And mind you, they're not resolutions, they're goals. Difference. And one of the things that I'm doing is learning to unlearn learned behavior. Learning to unlearn learned behavior. I have been told, like, by a family member to pretty much not have expectations, things of that nature. And because if you have them, you will be disappointed. And I ran with it. I'm like, okay, well, this is my family member. Like, why would they lead me astray? And baby, was I led astray. Let me take a sip of my drink. I was led astray. When you don't have plans, when you don't have expectations, you give yourself up to whatever may come, whatever may happen. I'm not that type of person. I like some bit of structure. I love surprises, but not when my life depends on it, not when my finances depend on it, not when my relationships depend on it. I need to have some sort of expectation that certain things will work out within certain periods of time. And if they don't, then we can revisit because there may need to be some adjustments made. So yeah, I was like, girl, you were bamboozled for years. Sorry for you, but no. Get on the expectation list. Like, get on that train, right? Get on that train. Stop letting people play in your face, including the person that told you the foolishness, and just move on. So yeah, I have my planner. I have my expectations. Okay. Not only for other people, I also have expectations for myself and how I'm going to move, operate, and do the things I do in 2026. Because I feel like don't have expectations of others that you don't have for yourself, or that you are incapable of performing yourself. That to me is like the fair way to have expectations. If I have expectations of you, you know, to be a good person to me, in turn, I'm going to be a good person to you. If I have expectations of, you know, us having some sort of communication, dialogue, healthy resolution, management in our relationship, and I'm not necessarily just talking about one type of relationship, but just in general. If that is the expectation that is had, I feel like it's a healthy one, because rest assured, you may not have expectations of somebody or of certain things, but they're going to have it of you. So moving on to setting all of this liquid. This is the Easy Bake Loose Setting Powder by Huda Beauty. So yeah, I'm looking forward to what the new year has for me, what I can accomplish in the new year, and also what I can contribute to the new year. And I'm sorry if I didn't say it. This one is peach pie, and then this one is kunafa, kind of like my own little blend that I like doing with them. Did you guys see that she just brought out another formula of the kind of like Easy Bake pressed powder, or the Easy Bake and Snatch pressed powder? I believe this one is supposed to be, I think it says something to the effect of mattifying. I don't know. One thing I do expect is some of these brands to repackage things and play in our face, and I expect us to buy it. However, I've been good. I took a little bit of a sabbatical from social media, which is why I haven't posted. This is my first post of the year. I took a sabbatical from Sephora and Ulta. Y'all not getting my coin right now. Sorry. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. But yeah, when I saw the advertisement on Instagram for Huda Beauty, I'm like, oh my gosh. Some of these brands I love down. Like, they have some amazing products. Definitely Huda Beauty is one. But I'm like, can we get a little bit more creative? Like, the girls are in need of creativity. We're in need of inspiration so that we can buy all the things. But not if we are getting repackaged, refurbished, ideas and products. Not really a very innovative time in makeup, at least as far as my eyes and my interest is concerned. So yeah, just a little bit of ramble here, there, and everywhere. But yeah, 2026, I am looking forward to it being a good year. 2025, it was nice. It had its moments, not all stressful, not all, negative. It had some really good points that it made, or that it at least tried to make, but I'm gonna need 2026 to, come on, we need it. We need a revolution. We need a revolution in so many areas. Collectively and individually, we need a revolution. And now we're going to apply some powder bronzer. This is by Anastasia Beverly Hills in shade Mahogany. And where is my brush? And for my powder blush, this is by Fenty Cosmetics in shade Play Too Much. Just going to put a little bit of that on top of Love by Rare Beauty. Okay, let's move into our everyday elevated eye look. For this one, and I'm so sorry, the sun is really starting to come in now. I like it when it was cloudy, but let me see if I can reposition myself. Okay. Okay. Bring y'all closer if I can. Okay, so I moved back a little bit because the sun, y'all see that? Okay, so here we go. The palette I'm going to use for my everyday look, since 2025 gave us so many lovely kind of everyday warm, neutral toned eyeshadow palettes. I have several to choose from. This one is from Patrick Ta. This is Major Dimension. I don't even think this one came out in 25. No, this one is a few years old. I purchased it like 24, 25, but yeah. This is the one we're going to use for our everyday elevated look. Let me grab my brush. Morphe M504. I'm going to use this shade here. Going up by the eyebrow, or by the brow bone, I should say, and then we're going to bring it down. And that one is going to kind of help set any sort of moisture from your eye primer, concealer, of which I did use a little bit on my lids. Now we're just blending it in. this brown shade here using the same brush. And I'm keeping it close to back of my lid. I'm not taking it by the inner tear duct because we have another color we're going to use there. I'm going to take let's take this shade here. I'm applying it using a Makeup Shack T64 brush. And then we're going to put towards the front. And then when you get like halfway, you can flick it just so it kind of blends seamlessly. I live for this eye combo. And again, because we have so many brown lead palettes that came out last year, whatever your price point is, you can still play around with this combo and get away with it. Let's move on to our lips. And as we move on to our lips, New Year's goals. So I already talked about planning, getting back into having expectations. What are some of you guys' goals for the new year? For me, it's to stay active. I work a desk job, and if you don't be careful, it can get out of hand. Like sitting 9-10 hours a day, it can get out of hand. So for me, it's definitely to not only stay active, get active. I want to implement more steps in my day-to-day. MAC Chestnut Liner, if I didn't state that already. Yeah, I'm looking to walk more. Actually get outdoors, take in the scene a little bit more than what I have been doing. Also looking to venture out of my neighborhood. I'm either in my neighborhood or I'm struggling to get out of the state. Okay. After 5-6 years of being here, like me in this state, we're still not seeing eye to eye, and it shows. Because I'm either at home or I'm trying to get away from this place. So I am hoping to venture out more. I guess you could say give it the benefit of the doubt. Boundaries, eating better, drinking my water, being more active, journaling, Bible study, keeping up with my hair. This is an ongoing goal, and we've been at it now for 3 years, I want to say, and things are moving along quite beautifully in the hair area. So yeah, those are some of my goals for this year, some of my expectations. One that is just ongoing and it's wearing me out is friends. I am believing this whole friendship drought, it's not a me thing, it's a here thing. I've heard from far too many women that are in the exact same position as myself, of different ethnicities, different economic backgrounds, different family structures and setups, different family dynamics, different careers. And the consensus is all the same. It's a very transactional, what can you do for me, very surface, given very non-genuine type of friendship that appears to be prevalent out here. So yeah, I don't know how successful I will be in that area, not that I haven't tried. So for the lipstick, Hodgepodge by MAC Cosmetics. And then even on top of that, this is by Juvia's Place. This is from the Coffee Shop collection. Shade is Brown Sugar. All right, guys, so here's the final look. Off camera, I just applied some Ardell Wispy Lashes. Do we like? So, like I said, this is my pretty much everyday elevated makeup look. I won't say no makeup because we sure as hell put on a lot of makeup today. So yes, the makeup is there, but this is kind of my, or at least becoming my go-to look. And I'm going to bring it into 2026 since it worked so well for me in 2025. And I was mentioning to you guys like my organizer, my planner, so I had to bring her out just so you guys could get a visual. So this is my planner for 2026. And what I mean by moving, so we kind of decorate. Some people like to leave theirs, you know, just kind of bare bones. I enjoy decorating my planners. It kind of gives it a little bit of personality, so yeah. And as I stated, the name of the brand is Erin Condren. But that is all I have for you, great people. I am hoping that your 2026 is everything and more for you. I'm praying that you are prosperous, you stay healthy, happy, and whole this year. Hoping that some of the goals, some of the expectations that you have set, that they actually come to fruition for you. Praying that what you manifest shall reveal itself, if that's God's will for your life in this season, in this year. And as always, in the description box below, there's going to be a complete list of all items used to achieve this look. And if you've made it this far and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing, sticking around and seeing what I come up with for this year. And if you are a subscriber, thank you for your support. Make sure to hit the notification bell so that you are notified each and every time there is an upload from this channel. Guys, continue to be well, stay safe, exercise self-care. It is not a privilege, but a necessity. Make sure to check on your strong friends after you check in with yourself. And until next time, we shall chat again soon.